I don't think of myself as a powerful woman. I like to think of myself as maybe a powerful executive. And, it's something that I was groomed for many years to be in this position. I've been in this business over 30 years. And so I like to think that I'm suited for the job that I have.
Did you ever run through any roadblocks in terms of, being a female and sometimes one of the only women in the room?
I've been asked, does being a woman, hurt you in your business? And I think that I'm in such a competitive, cutthroat business that anything that is perceived as a weakness will be used against you. And if you feel that being a woman is a weakness, then it will be used against you. And there is nothing weak about being a woman.
As a member now of the NBA's Board of Governors, what do you think that you uniquely bring to the table, bring to those discussions?
I believe in what we do for the community in terms of what the Lakers mean, especially in a community like Los Angeles that's very diverse, that we're able to bridge gaps of age and gender and race. And, I'm really proud of that. And my family has owned the Lakers for over 30 years. And the experience that we have, I think, is something unique when now we've had, in the last 10 years, pretty much half the teams have changed ownership.
You made the decision to give Kobe Bryant a $48.5 million two-year deal as he's approaching his late 30s, coming off the Achilles injury. Was that a business decision or something that was really in line with the way that your father ran the team?
The way Kobe looks now, I have no doubt that he will be able to contribute to this team, and he's worth every penny that he's being paid. And, since Kobe was 18 years old and drafted when he came to the Lakers as an 18-year-old, he's continued to evolve his game. Nobody knows more about the game of basketball. And I expect that in the next 2 years we're going to see a lot from him, but it's really important to me to see Kobe get that sixth ring.
But when you look at the teams that Phil had, his championship teams, he did have multiple superstars. So, he had a Jordan and a Pippen and the rest of the supporting cast, or he had a Shaq and a Kobe, whereas you have a Kobe and who knows, because the big name free agents chose not to come to Los Angeles this past summer.
We can talk about the free agency and there's talk that people don't want to play with Kobe. And I can tell you this, if there is any free agent, if there's any player in the NBA that doesn't want to play with Kobe Bryant, I don't want to see him on the Lakers because that means he's a loser. If you're afraid of Kobe Bryant, then you're probably never going to win because Kobe's a winner and he has so much to offer. And you can go down the list of all the different free agents that, that people might refer to. And
okay, so LeBron James.
That was obvious that he wanted to go, back home.
Carmelo Anthony.
I was part of that presentation to him. And, he had to make the decision that was right for him. The challenge that he has in New York, he's from that area. I understand why he would choose to go to New York, but what did that have to do with Kobe?
Why do you think that no one from that group decided to come play for the Lakers?
First of all, I'm not concerned whatsoever that Kobe's stopping anybody. It sounds like a bunch of excuse making to me. And, excuse making really has no place in the Laker organization.
You've come out and said, I'm the boss. Right? How did that go over with the family?
They all know it. And what that means is that in terms of the NBA, you can only have one owner, that ultimately one person has to be held accountable for an organization. And that person is me. And, because you have to designate that person. But I run, the way I run things is that it's a consensus. And I want everybody to have a voice in major decisions. And so I didn't mean to make it sound like I'm the boss and it doesn't matter what anyone else says. But I think for clarity and for transparency, people need to know there is an ultimate authority and there is ultimate accountability, and that's with me.
Your fiance, Phil Jackson, felt like the Lakers' job was his to either take or turn down. He had won 5 championships with the team, and your brother and Mitch Kupchak decided to go in a different direction with Mike D'Antoni. Has your relationship with your brother changed in any way since that decision was made, and now that Phil is running the Knicks and you have moved on as an organization?
Yeah, I mean, it for what could be a potential source of conflict has now been removed because Phil is, engaged and working. So I don't want them to feel. They assured me, when I said, Phil really needs something to do. Is there room for him here at the Lakers in any capacity? And my brother said that he felt confident that he and Mitch could accomplish their goals without the help of Phil or anybody else. It was important for Phil, as my dad was, ill and, going through the challenges that he had, that Phil wanted to be there for me. And he had other opportunities that came his way, but he turned them down so that he could stay in Los Angeles with me and see me through a very difficult time in my life. And so, once we got past that, it really was the right time for Phil to go pursue something that challenged him.
Isn't there some sort of agreement, though? There's some things you can't talk about, right? There's a conflict of interest?
Certainly, we would never give anybody any doubt. And by the fact that we pursued Carmelo Anthony, shows right there that when it comes to me, it doesn't matter love, friendship, family, the Lakers come first, because the Lakers are first in my heart. And so all's fair in basketball wars, that I will, I want the Lakers to be number one.
All's fair in love and basketball, right?